June 9th. I came over here straight from yoga practice and I'm so glad that I still caught you. Grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. I've talked a lot about perspectives and I said a lot that more perspectives are better. But why exactly does more of perspectives help us find better solutions? Or to phrase the question otherwise, why are random searches the kind of searches that promise the highest payoff? In the course of this, my explanation, we will meet Schrödinger's cat. Or maybe not. Everything is possible with that cat. We'll start by looking at a pendulum though. It's seemingly swinging from one end of a continuous arc to another, touching every position on its way. There's no jumping from position to position going on. That's a good visualization of our macroscopic work that our senses are made to perceive and we are easily able to understand. On a subatomic level, electrons circle the nuclei of atoms, but their path is not a continuum. At any given moment, an electron is in a discrete location before it moves to the next, without transiting the space in between. It's really jumping, and the pendulum is nothing else but a bunch of atoms that have joined together in a certain pattern. This is the basis for Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty. It states that you can know the speed and direction of this electron or its location, but not both at the same time. Hence, as soon as you concentrate on one factor, you lose any and all information about the other. Observation is nothing else but the concentration on one aspect from a whole spectrum of possible things that are going on. Once you observe something, it is forced to go from a spectrum of all possible things to one specific thing. And here is the moment when we meet, perhaps, Schrödinger's cat. In Schrödinger's thought experiment, and I want to stress it, was a thought experiment, no cats died. He put a cat into a box and closed the lid. Then a mechanism released a deadly poison into the closed box with exactly a 50% possibility. Since the cat was killed by the poison in exactly half the cases, in quantum physical terms, as long as the lid is closed, the cat is both alive and dead. The possibility is the same for either case. It's observation when we open the lid and glance inside that shrinks the spectrum of possibility to exactly 1. This is called collapsing the wave function. The entire universe we live in is one big collection of wave functions. There's a possibility of everything. The same photon could pass through both or all slits of a steel plate, and it does at the same time, but comprehending it is impossible for us. Too many data to process for what our hardware is capable of handling. Observation means we create a simpler model, one with space and time in it which do not exist and in which the photon passes only through one slit, because that is what we consider possible. Doing it means we are losing tons of information about the universe we can't use to problem solve because we lose all the information about the other possible things, the other things that are going on, that are possible in the universe, but not for us. As we are not all losing the same information, once we begin to put individual models together, the joint model becomes more accurate. The more individual models we are putting together, the more perspectives we get on the whole thing, the more we notice what might be helpful. Explore. As anonymous think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into the norm again. Like, comment, share, and follow lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. Once you do, we'll meet again at the coffee pot.